And at the first sign of opposition, give up and never achieve their dreams and live a life of regret.
A whole life.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about that.
I mean, I'm recording now.
So now I don't know where to start from.
Well, let's start from the intro. Boom. Hey, ladies and gents, this is James and it's Emery. Welcome to episode 7 of the Creative Thought Podcast. If you did not go see the last episode, of course, I'm going to link it in this video, so go ahead and check that out. But today, Emery is hitting us off apparently with the subject, don't give up. Emery.
Don't give up on your dreams. That's all I got to say about that. You keep pushing forward. Keep moving. Keep going. Do not give up. Don't. You think about giving up right now? Stop it. Stop it. What I tell you? I just told you. Don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing.
So what would you tell someone if they're like, hey, that's so cliche. That's not what I need to hear. Right
Shut up. And do it.
No, but seriously, what would you tell somebody?
Do it.
Like Shia LaBeouf.
Do it. Do it. Anyway, what I would tell somebody is to get a plan. If that plan doesn't work, like we were helping someone move. We had to get this incredibly bulky, heavy, adjustable bed frame down 3 flights of stairs. Now that first turn is going to be a little hard. All of us have moved bed frames before, and our vision is to see it down on the ground. Not up here on this 3rd floor. So I know how to make a plan to get it down there. If it's a regular bed frame, this is something I haven't dealt with before. He hasn't dealt with before.
It moved.
Nor the other guy. It
shifted.
It shifted.
The weight
on
was
its
all
side.
on one side.
Yeah.
And it shifted.
Yeah. So it got up there.
One way or the other.
It's getting back down.
Yeah.
So if somebody was able to get it in there, we're able to get it out there. We just need a plan. We just can't wing it. At a certain point, you do have to adjust.
Right.
So even if you do have a plan, with something like that, things aren't always going to go how you plan them. What's that? Your plan never meets the first contact with the enemy?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with the best laid plans of mice and men.
There's another one. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, as we were moving it down, we had to adjust our plans because what we are feeling is this is heavier, this is bulky, this moves and it's flapping around, and we are in a narrow space. We can't go this way because it's gonna fall over. Things gonna break. So
It'd be easier to move if it did.
So we had to adjust our plan with practical application on how to adjust or how to maneuver that bed down, or that bed frame down to the ground floor. And it didn't take wishing, it took action. So when it comes to...
Say that again.
It didn't take wishing, it took action.
Ooh.
You can't wish these things into fruition. You have to make a plan and go for it.
He said, step your game up, sucker.
I'm saying move. Take action. And it's not always going to be easy. Moving that bed wasn't easy. And there's going to be points to where you think your plan failed because you hit a roadblock.
It wasn't easy at all. Matter of fact, I started feeling it when we first moved it from the room to outside at the top of the stairwell, and I was already like, this is going to be a challenge. You know, that's how it is in life.
Yeah,
you just start something and you're like, wow, that first step, that wasn't even the hard part. And it was hard. That wasn't even the hard part, and it was hard.
Yeah.
And you're just like, now you're not looking forward to the next part, but you still have to continue to that next part.
Yeah, because it's possible. It's possible. There's going to be things where somebody did it before you, or you might be doing something new. It doesn't mean it's not going to be possible. If someone did it before you, you know it can happen again. You know you can do it. Because who are they? They're someone else. They still ain't you, and you're amazing. So, when it comes to you reaching those first obstacles where it's like, oh, I thought this was going to be easier, or I knew this was going to be hard, it's harder than I thought, that's when you adjust. And you have to take practical steps in adjusting for you to be able to accomplish your goals. That doesn't mean give up. We didn't leave that bed frame on the staircase.
No, we got it all the way down.
We got it all the way down. And of course, you might need a team. I like to work by myself.
No one person was going to take that bed frame down the stairs.
No one person was going to be able to accomplish that on their own. To move something that heavy, that bulky, that awkward.
That unbalanced.
Who you tell it? A team was needed. And there's going to be some dreams that you have that are going to be so big, you can't accomplish them on your own. So you might be trying to and feeling that, oh, no, I can't do it. It can't be done. It can be done. You need assistance. Do not be too proud to ask for help. Because just like if you're doing something in the physical and you're trying to move something and you're too proud to ask for help, you could injure yourself.
Right.
Because it's too heavy for one person to carry. In the same vein, you could injure your pride. You could think that you're not worth it or you can't do it because you are trying to carry something that is meant for a team to do together.
Even beyond your pride, you can injure your reputation.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, this guy can't do it. This guy's not doing it right. This lady said she's going to have it done by Tuesday. It's next Tuesday, and I still don't got it. I'm not working with this woman because you were working alone and you needed a team. Now, I'm not saying everything needs a team. There are some things that are too heavy for one person to carry. The load is too big. That doesn't mean it's not doable. I'm just saying.
It's not meant to be done alone.
Correct.
You can injure your finances.
You could injure your mental health because you're stressing yourself out trying to do all these things, trying to be all these things to everybody, and you need to delegate.
Yep. But, oh, go ahead.
No, you're talking about butts. Go.
I can't stand this dude. But one important thing is, while it's important to readjust, reassess, make adjustments on the way, remain flexible. The important part is you still need to approach it in the first place with a plan of attack, or at least, some type of educated, what's the term, educated risk? Take an educated risk, take an educated guess, make a loose plan of what you're going to do depending on what it is. Because honestly, no matter what it is, you can't just run at it. There's always a level of planning that needs to go in everything that you're doing, no matter how loose, no matter how specific. But that is important in order for you not only to actually start and continue so that you can make adjustments along the way. Because if you don't approach something with a plan, then what is there to adjust? Does that make sense?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, because if you don't approach something with a plan or a mental vision as you're going on along the way, what is there really to adjust? Nothing, because you didn't have a specific purpose in the first place, so there's nothing to change while you're stuck where you're at. But the important thing about a plan is not only is it important in terms of making adjustments, but it's important in terms of how you mentally view your obstacle. Goal setting. If you just see the end goal and you don't set steps along the way, you have no way of measuring your progress. Our end goal with the bed frame was obvious. Hey, we need to get this down to the ground floor. That's the end goal. First, we need to get it out of the room and onto the top of the staircase. Second, we need to get it down to
we need to make a plan to get it down, to get it around the first landing.
Yeah. Which there are, I think that was harder than the second.
It was. There was more room in the second line.
But there were steps along the way where we measured, okay, and we even looked and said, hey, that first landing, we're going to have to readjust there. So we're going to set that as a checkpoint. But once we got to that spot, okay, we're halfway down this landing. Readjust, continue forward, and then adjust. Yeah, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of wait, move back, up, move forward, up, okay, turn it this way. There was a lot of that, but it fit within our plan of get this to the ground floor. It fit within our plan, within that plan of let's get this past the first landing, and we did. We finished the whole thing. Now getting it up to the third flight of stairs at the other place was, that came later. It was easier.
It was a whole lot easier.
Don't know why, but who knows? But yeah, that's an important thing is set your goals, set your mini goals within those goals as steps you can take, because that will help you mentally in terms of tackling that objective. You can say, hey, I hit this, I've hit that. You'll start to gain momentum.
Yeah, because in doing that, you're seeing this is possible. This goal that I have is possible. I'm making steps, because sometimes your end goal, you might be on the ground floor and you want to be on the moon, and your first step might be like, oh, I can't get out of the stratosphere. I can't do this. I'm a failure. When that shouldn't be your first goal. If you're looking at these small steps, you can look back and be like, wow, I am 10 feet off the ground. I can do this. Wow, I'm 3 miles off the ground now. I'm that much closer to the moon.
Damn, we went from 10 feet to like 6.
Yes. Because that's how I operate.
Congratulations.
Or that could be months down the road where you're that much further and you're making progress. And it's those small things that show progress is being made that can help you see that this is possible. Like, when the Avengers, where they're even before the Avengers, they hinted, they didn't hint at it because I don't know if they're gonna do that. Iron Man 2. The villain was like, if you can make God bleed, they'll cease to believe in him. Then in Avengers Endgame, Iron Man did all this mess to Thanos. And then Thanos goes, all that for a drop of blood.
Yeah.
Showed that this dude is actually beatable.
That wasn't Endgame. That was
No, that was Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War.
And it showed that, this dude is beatable. I can beat this guy.
I did not even catch that foreshadow.
I don't think that was intentional where they put it in Iron Man 2. They were like, you know what?
I feel like that may have been because it's Iron Man.
15 years.
And he was the one. And Iron Man was one.
Yeah, I think those Russo brothers doing callbacks to other movies that were done previously. And I'm just saying that to show, like, even they built this guy up to be this unbeatable threat. And
alas,
once you saw that he can bleed, this fight's not over.
It's like, man, I'm killing this dude.
This fight's not over. I can beat this dude. And in the end, they came back.
Thanks, Peter Quill.
They came back in the beginning and beat him. And then he came back from the past, they beat him again. Although he was a whole lot stronger than he should have been in the past. Like, that was 2014 Thanos.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah, anyways. We're about to get into a whole nother discussion. But
all I'm saying is those small steps, even like a small drop of blood, you put a dent, even a small little dent into your goal that you thought was too big, shows you that you can crush it. You can do it.
Yeah.
And you got to believe in yourself that this is possible and not give up. It might take 10 years. Don't give up. It might take 15 years. Do not give up. There might be some readjustments you need to make. Don't get overwhelmed or discouraged because your plans aren't going straight according to what you thought they were. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be amazing. Nah. You're gonna do this, something's gonna happen. Readjust.
Yep.
Don't give up. Readjust. Don't get so practical. It's like, well, my dreams aren't possible, so I'm gonna try and do it this smaller way. Nah, you saw the big way to do it and not the small way to do it. You might want to do the small way to get to that big way.
Yep.
That doesn't mean settle for the small way.
You know what? That ties into the saying that Paul told me. I told you earlier. So Paul, my mentor in live sound, he asked me, James, have you ever played baseball? And I'm like, yes.
Oh.
Now, don't ask me to ever play baseball. I suck at it. I suck at all sports. I'm not apologizing. I was about to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for that. Goodness. Anyways, he was like, when you go to bat, do you hit for first base or do you hit for a home run? I'm like, man, you always hit for a home run. It's like, yeah, you seem like that type of person. When you first start training for baseball, you know what that coach is going to tell you? Slow down. Hit for first base. He told me there's a hit for first base. You're going to train to hit for first base because when you train to hit for first base, you have a higher chance of getting to first base and the next person hitting for first base getting you to second and the next person hitting for first base getting you to third than if you always try to hit for a home run and you never make that. Now, granted, if you always try to hit for a home run, if you're swinging at that threshold where you risk losing control of where the ball is going and you might get balls going out of bounds. Someone might catch it in the outfield. You might not make it over the fence. Blah 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 blah. Any kind of stuff can happen. But if you hit for first base, if you hit for the ball to hit the ground right there and keep on rolling past everybody, then that's success. And, sometimes adjusting is a reality check into where you're like, okay, I've set these lofty goals, and I'm guilty of this. I've set these lofty goals. But you know what? My ultimate goal is not my ultimate goal is not gone. It's still there. But I need to peel back my interim goals to meet what is more achievable for me. And then I can still hopscotch my way. I can still domino my way to that ultimate goal. It's just you might have to hit a few first base hits. But then when you get that opportunity, when you're feeling it to where you're like, this one's going to be a home run, you hit that home run. But yeah, that's just something that Paul told me that I feel worked pretty well.
I had no idea I was going to agree with this guy. So man, I get that home run.
Exactly. And there are things like,
because you know what? I played baseball. And you saying what you said about hit it there and try to get past. I was shortstop. You wouldn't have got past me. Anyway, I hated trying to hit for first base and running as fast as I can. And then they could just throw the ball. The ball's moving 4 times as fast as I can run. I'm like, I'm the fastest person on this field. I hate baseball. I'm out at first base. It went past 4 people. It went past pitcher.
That's why he hates baseball.
Second and third baseman, and then the outfield person gets it over there, and they're just like, boom, and I'm just like, I was right next to it. Now I gotta wait to be at bat again.
That's why you gotta be like,
nah.
Don't be like my friend Sean.
It'll be there. Throw
Throw your knee out while you're sliding.
Man, I ain't sliding.
Yeah, man. I
don't need to.
I slid once. I'm like, I'm never doing that again.
The only time I was diving
so
for stuff was in basketball, and that was dangerous because it was on like concrete.
Yeah, like at least baseball's on dirt. Dirt's still hard, but it's like a little.
I was like, wait a minute,
that slightest cushion.
I need to stop trying to dive for this pickup game.
But there are sayings that I feel still ring true. Like aim for the stars, land on the moon. Mm-hmm. If you always hit for a home run, you'll get something in between.
Yeah.
But an important part is
Those small steps.
Yeah, an important aspect of what he said is like when you first start training,
Yeah.
they're going to tell you slow down, because when you first start training, you don't have
True. I wasn't thinking about me first training.
you don't have those mechanics. You don't have that baseline structure of what it takes for a proper swing. You don't have those mechanics of where your foot placement is supposed to be, how your body is supposed to turn, how the path that the bat is supposed to take as you swing. You don't have those down. But as you learn and you get better, those mechanics become your baseline. Those mechanics become your solid what's the term I'm trying to use? Foundation that you can build upon, to where eventually you'll start hitting farther and farther until home runs are just another hit.
Yeah, it'll become second nature.
And
It'll
by
be
that,
natural to you because you already have the mechanics down on how to do this. When I was saying I reach for the stars. I forgot that you said when you first start. He was saying when you first start, because I already knew.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about when I already know. I'm like, I know where I want to hit, so I ain't gonna always hit for first base if I don't need to.
Yeah, but man, you ever see some little kid and they're always trying to like,
hit home.
hey, calm down.
yeah, because they still need to learn what it takes to do that. Because if you don't have the mechanics down and you're always trying to swing for the fences, the ball's not gonna go where you want it to go.
Principle in lifting: you cannot lift heavy if you don't have your foundation of proper stance, proper technique. Matter of fact, you are going to injure yourself severely if you try to lift heavy.
Well, yeah, there's one saying, like, we practice things slowly so we can learn how to do them quickly.
Right.
So we practice these movements slowly so we can be precise. So then when we are able to pick up speed, we're able to hit with precision. So we can be over here and then boom. Like, I used to practice that by myself just for fun. Because I'm like, I'm going to be fast in every aspect. So that came with like
unnecessary
being precise in the first place. And to be precise, you have to learn how to do that. You have to slow down first and learn how to do it properly. Learn the hand movement. Like I used to snatch stuff just so people would be like, what happened? And I'll be like, because I used to be here like this.
Just so people would be like,
yeah. I used to be chilling like this, and I'll just be like, I'll just take their phone real fast. I don't want to do it and like not grab your phone properly and drop it, and just like be like this, and they'd be like, wait, what the heck? And I'll just be like, because I'll just be like, all right. And be like,
this dude.
Is that just? Yeah, because I would practice moving, like how to grab properly to where I wasn't making noise. Like, I don't know why. I didn't want to be like a pickpocket or anything. I was like, I want to learn these skills.
See, this dude was learning to be unnecessary. That's all it was.
It was fun.
But
and what I'm saying is you got to slow down to learn that stuff. To be precise, you have to slow down in learning it, learn the proper movements. So then when you're able to move faster, move properly, move through these areas and situations that you're going to be in, when you're at that higher level, you can do it with precision and speed because you learned how to do it properly by slowing down. You don't got to rush things.
But don't stay at the slow speed either. One thing, when I first joined band as a percussionist, my parents got me this metronome, and this little hardware metronome. If you don't know, a metronome is a device that helps you keep time, keep tempo with whatever instrument you're playing. In this metronome, one ability that it had is it would allow you to set it to gradually increase the tempo over time at a specific pace that you set. And the great part about this was I could start off slow, but I could set the metronome to automatically speed up every few measures so that whatever rudiment, whatever section that I was practicing, I would start off slow, I would get that down, and then I would automatically move into the next gear. I would get that down at that speed, automatically move up to the next gear until I got it to a speed where I needed to have it, or even faster than that, to help. But it was a matter of learning the control, maintaining the control, and then increasing it by also increasing the speed. So that's important as well. When you slow down, good. When you get those mechanics down, good. And now that you have those mechanics down, go to the next level. Start speeding up from there. Add a few elements to make it more challenging. You know, once you get the mechanics down of that lift, increase the weight, increase the repetitions. You know, you should always feel the burn. You should not feel comfortable after a workout.
You should feel good sometimes after a workout.
I mean, you should feel that pump. You should feel like, dang, I'm sexy. But you shouldn't feel. I be feeling that way, whatever. But you shouldn't leave your workout feeling like I still got a lot left in me.
Yeah,
No.
you should. Yeah, you shouldn't feel like, oh, I didn't do anything. You should feel like I did something.
You should feel like I left it all in that gym, mentally, physically, spiritually,
emotionally.
I don't know, but I don't. Okay, so I don't know about that one.
Well, if you have a personal trainer and you don't want to do certain things that he wants you to do, you might be crying.
I mean, you might be crying. I don't know if I want to be crying up in the gym.
Why you think I work out alone?
Oh, this dude wild.
Over here, man. We used to have the gym open at my job.
Yeah.
I used to get mad when people would be in there because I work late. So it's like, what you still doing here, man? You clocked out 4 hours ago. What you still doing here?
Dang,
leave.
Are they in there like actually lifting?
Yeah, or sometimes.
You said, oh, sometimes.
Or they'll just be in there, you know, like on their phone or something like that. Look, yeah, I'm like, look.
Hey,
I want this gym to myself.
we in the gym. 2 hours later, we still in the gym.
Yeah, you don't. Sometimes you don't gotta work out no 4 hours, man.
No, I mean, don't.
Unless you're gonna do like a full body workout and you add in cardio, you don't gotta be there 2 hours.
I'd be seeing people post about 3 hour leg day, but then honestly, you know, the results are apparent. Obviously, they're doing something right because got freaking tree trunks. But
well, when it comes to their precision slowing down and everything like that, and you're not trying to be a power lifter, how you can incorporate that is by learning your craft and not rushing into it before you learn the basics. If you're going to be an artist, learn a lot about different techniques. Learn about pencil, charcoal, different type of paints, and how to do those. If you would just want to be a pencil artist, learn a lot about pencil art. If you want to be a singer, get a vocal coach. If you can't afford a vocal coach,
amen.
why you do that?
I'm sorry, I'm not a singer. I'm sorry. I'm not a singer.
I know why you did that.
Amen. So
Get a vocal coach if you're going to be, if you're going to be a singer, get a vocal coach. Dance. Learn everything you can.
I mean, how many of these dance studios are like, you know, those videos where they have dancers, dance classes?
Yeah. Like we help the dancer. Yes, move the bed. She's in a dance studio. She's learning things. She's grown as a dancer.
Matter of fact, we'll post her content below. Go check out her IG.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? She's a fellow artist.
Yeah. And she learned a lot of stuff by being in a dance studio that she wouldn't learn on her own. Anyway, all I'm saying is learn the basics. Slow down and learn the basics. Don't try to rush into things just because you're natural or because you want to. Learn everything you can about the craft. Formulate your plan to how to get in that specific field. Readjust in practical ways that still allow you to go to the level you're trying to be at. Do not settle and do not give up. You can reach your goals. I can reach my goals. My goals are huge. They're huge. I envision them and I'm like, man, it's like trying to fathom the distance between two galactic clusters. If I may be so humble to say that.
You know what? Something that just popped in my head.
What?
Our pastor, Dr. Logan, he said something. He's like, and he likely got this from another resource, but he said, the longer it takes you to learn something, when you learn it, it sticks with you even better. So when you slow down to learn something, you may pick up something quick, and then you're just like, okay, on to the next thing. But when you spend more time on something, even once you pick it up, you spend time to solidify that, it will stick with you even longer. So when you progress to the next level, it won't be an issue of, okay, having to go back and remind yourself back at the first level. Okay, level 1, learned it. Level 2, let's go back to level 1, and then level 2. Level 3, okay, let's go back to level 2 and level 1, and then no, you get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because you're developing just a solid layer at each point, and that allows you to progress that much better. So that's an important thing as well. That's to his point. Spend quality time at each level that you're at.
Quality time is important.
Has nothing to do.
It does.
Quality time is important. Spend time with your loved ones. But that's an important thing as well. Spend good time, even once you pick it up. Like, hey, let's go over this a few more times. Make sure you have it down to the very basics. Then move on to the next level. Add something else. Move on to the next level.
How do you think Zuko beat Zhao? He went back to the basics. Zhao never learned the basics. Okay.
Zhao.
Admiral Zhao.
Oh, Admiral Zhao. I was thinking of Admiral. What's his name? His uncle.
No, Iroh.
Oh,
Iroh told him to go back to basics.
That's how he beat Zhao.
He kept his nephew in the basics. Keep learning those. Zhao never learned the basics. His master was Zhang. He's like, just teach me the advanced stuff.
Man, Iroh was my favorite character.
Stuff. Who?
Iroh.
Man, dude. I don't subscribe to the what's it called? The zodiac sign stuff. And they did a zodiac thing for the characters of Avatar, and mine was Iroh, and I was like, yeah.
This guy. Well, if you haven't seen The Last Airbender, go ahead and watch it. It's a great show.
Something about the basics.
It's an incredible show. Go
Did
watch
you say
it.
it's an adorable show?
I said incredible.
Oh, I'm about to say.
It's an incredible show, just in case y'all heard the same thing he heard, which I did not say. Anyways, but I think that'll wrap up this episode. Any last words? I need to stop saying that.
Any last words before you die? Any last words?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Nah, okay. See, you know what? No, you do be saying that. a lot. He's tried to kill me.
I only said that in the last episode.
3 times. He tried to kill me 3 times.
That was just in the last episode, though.
He's tried to kill me 3 times since then.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Okay, no. 2 times.
No, no, don't even make that up. So.
No, that's not made up.
While we were helping this person move, he tripped and.
I didn't trip.
Or what happened? Oh, your foot.
My foot got caught.
And it came off, and he stepped on some rocks, and his back hit.
Nah.
What? Did you not step on rocks?
You pushed the thing.
I didn't know you stopped.
I said, hold on, my foot's stuck.
I didn't hear any of that.
I tried to lift up the mattress.
I didn't hear any of that.
To get my foot unstuck from the thing, and he's just like, "Oh, I guess we push it now." And I was like, "Ah!"
It's not even like I started pushing. We didn't even stop moving.
Yes, we did.
Okay, I didn't stop moving. I was moving at the same
pace. I had to stop moving.
Okay, well, you had to stop.
Because I said, hold on.
I didn't hear anything. So by the time I stopped, all I heard was, and your back hit the wall. And I'm like, yo.
Dude, my shoulder still hurts and my foot still hurts.
I'm sorry, which shoulder is it?
Well,
I was going to get some gauze tape and wrap.
Oh, I thought you were going to like massage right now. I was like, no.
All right, that's the end of this episode.
It's my right show.
I swear. That's the end of this episode. You'll be fine.
I was thinking this. I was grateful that you pushed me off of the stairs.
Oh.
Instead of on the stairs. Because I was like, man.
I think that was more on you for moving in that direction.
I had to get my foot unstuck.
I mean like for moving away from the stairs.
Oh, well, I'm just glad I wasn't on the stairs because that would have messed up my back.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like slam my back into the wall. As I,
better
I was like,
flat surface. Than
that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, it was good. It was like I hit the corner, so my back hit here, my arm hit here, my shoulder scraped the thing, my foot hit the thing. I was down at an angle because he pushed me off the staircase.
Bro, do you hear all this blame? The battery's dying. But anyways, I hope this encourages somebody in whatever you're doing. If you like this, please go ahead and like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Hopefully
check
I'll
out
be
our
alive
IG.
at the next one. If not, he successfully killed me. He's tried at least 3 times.
This dude, wow. Anyways, thank y'all so much. We'll see you next week. Peace.